What if I told you the largest retailer in the world started with a broke farm boy who milked cows during the Great Depression? No rich parents. No investors. Just a $20,000 loan and a strategy that crushed every competitor. This is how Sam Walton built Walmart into a billion-dollar empire. Most people see Walmart and think of bright lights, long aisles, and rollback prices. They see a retail giant worth hundreds of billions of dollars. They see a company that dominates small towns and big cities alike. But what they don't see is the dirt. They don't see the dust of the Great Depression. They don't see the pressure of debt, the fear of failure, or the discipline of a man obsessed with winning. Before Walmart became the largest retailer in the world, it was just an idea in the mind of a determined farm boy. That boy was Sam Walton. He wasn't born into luxury. He wasn't handed a retail empire. He was raised during one of the hardest economic times in American history, and his story proves that strategy beats circumstance. Sam Walton grew up in rural America during the Great Depression. His family struggled financially like millions of others. Money was tight, and every dollar mattered. As a young boy, Sam woke up before sunrise to milk cows. He delivered newspapers to help support his family. He learned early that hard work was not optional. It was survival. Watching his parents fight to stay afloat shaped his mindset. He understood scarcity at a young age. He saw what happened when businesses failed. He felt what it meant to stretch every penny. Those early farm lessons built discipline into his character. They also planted the seeds of ambition. Sam didn't just want to survive. He wanted to build something bigger. Even as a child, Sam was obsessed with observation. He noticed what worked and what didn't. He watched neighbors barter and trade to stretch resources. He studied how local stores managed inventory and pricing. He listened to complaints from customers and lessons from shopkeepers. Each interaction became a learning opportunity. He asked questions relentlessly. He kept notes mentally, remembering which products sold fast and which never moved. This curiosity gave him an early understanding of business fundamentals. He realized that knowing people's needs was more valuable than any fancy display or advertisement. Sam's mind was already forming the foundation of his future empire. In college, Sam studied economics at the University of Missouri. He worked multiple jobs to pay his way through school. He wasn't the smartest in the room, but he was one of the most driven. After graduating, he started working in retail management. He quickly realized something most store owners ignored. Customers wanted lower prices more than fancy displays. They wanted value. Sam studied buying patterns obsessively. He paid attention to margins. He learned how volume could beat high markups. He wasn't just working the job. He was studying the game. Retail became his laboratory. Every lesson became part of his future blueprint. After college, Sam worked for a variety of stores, learning the ins and outs of retail. He absorbed lessons on inventory, marketing, and customer service. He noticed the mistakes of other managers and committed not to repeat them. He experimented with ideas on store layout and product placement. He developed a mindset that every detail mattered. He learned the importance of measuring results. He discovered that even small savings in operations could add up to massive profits. He became obsessed with efficiency and value. And he never stopped asking how he could do things differently. Every challenge was a step closer to his own vision. Sam eventually borrowed $20,000 from his father-in-law to open his first store. That was a massive risk at the time. Failure would have meant financial disaster. But Sam believed in a simple strategy: sell products cheaper than anyone else. Make up the difference with higher sales volume. He negotiated aggressively with suppliers. He cut unnecessary expenses. He worked longer hours than anyone else in the building. His store became wildly successful. Customers drove from surrounding towns just to shop there. The formula worked, but success didn't come without setbacks.
At one point, Sam lost his first successful store because he didn't own the building. The landlord refused to renew his lease. Many people would have quit right there. Years of hard work disappeared overnight. But Sam didn't complain. He didn't blame the system. Instead, he took the lesson and moved forward smarter. He opened a new store in Bentonville, Arkansas. This time, he made sure to control what he could. That store would become the foundation of something historic. It was the birth of a new model. It was the beginning of Walmart. Sam's vision was radical for the time. He focused on small towns that big retailers ignored. Competitors laughed at him. They believed rural communities weren't profitable. Sam saw opportunity where others saw limitations. He built distribution systems to keep costs low. He invested in logistics before it was trendy. He created a culture of efficiency and accountability. He treated employees like partners. He believed happy workers served customers better. His strategy was simple but powerful: lower prices, higher volume, relentless execution. Expansion wasn't easy. Sam faced pushback from competitors. Many tried to copy him, but he stayed ahead by innovating faster. He opened new stores steadily, carefully managing growth. He emphasized customer service and employee engagement. He built relationships with suppliers to negotiate better deals. He leveraged technology to track sales, inventory, and trends. Every decision was calculated. Sam combined humility with ambition. He didn't just want a successful store. He wanted a system that could scale nationwide. Walmart's foundation was not just buildings, it was discipline, strategy, and culture. As Walmart grew, Sam remained humble. He drove a pickup truck instead of a luxury car. He visited stores personally to check operations. He listened to employees on the ground. He believed leadership meant visibility. He celebrated cost savings like victories. He pushed innovation in supply chains. Technology became a weapon for efficiency. Walmart's scale grew rapidly. Stores multiplied across states. Revenue skyrocketed year after year. Yet the farm boy from the Depression never forgot his roots. Sam's leadership style was unique. He encouraged open communication with employees. He rewarded innovation at all levels. He insisted on accountability, but also inspired loyalty. He believed in empowering his managers to make decisions locally. He championed teamwork over hierarchy. He emphasized the importance of learning from mistakes. He celebrated milestones, both big and small. Employees knew they were part of something bigger. Sam's philosophy extended beyond profit. It was about building a sustainable system. His approach shaped Walmart into a model of operational excellence. By the 1980s, Walmart had become a household name. Millions shopped its aisles weekly. The company's supply chain innovations became industry standards. Sam's strategies influenced retail across America. His focus on rural communities created loyal customer bases. His insistence on low prices revolutionized consumer expectations. Walmart wasn't just a store, it was a movement. Investors and competitors alike watched in awe. What began as a small store in Bentonville grew into a national powerhouse. Sam's calculated persistence had paid off. His story proved that vision, discipline, and strategy can overcome the harshest beginnings. Today, Walmart is one of the largest companies in the world. It generates hundreds of billions in annual revenue. Millions of people work under its brand. But behind the numbers is a story of discipline and strategy. Sam Walton proved that poverty does not define destiny. He showed that small beginnings can create global impact. He turned rural focus into a competitive advantage. He turned low prices into a movement. He turned hard farm labor into business philosophy. Walmart was not luck. It was calculated persistence. And it all started with the poor farm boy who refused to think small.